Last month, my trading system generated over $30,000 in net profit with 200k deployed. I didn't place a single trade and spent less than 10 minutes setting the whole thing up. Hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name is Emilio. I have spent over 6 years building an automated trading system for more than 300 clients across the US, Dubai, Canada, and Europe. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those clients were earning before they came to me and what their capital is doing right now. So for context, a few months ago, I went through all of the clients' record and figured out what was the number one thing they were investing before they put in their money to work in my system. What I found was a clear pattern. Most of my clients were investing in 4 places: stocks, real estate, gold, and just cash sitting there doing nothing. Here's the breakdown on what each of those vehicles was actually returning. About 40% of my clients were in stocks or index funds before they came to me. And honestly, it makes sense. Stocks are the default investment for most successful people, especially across the US, where 401ks, index funds, and brokerage accounts are the standard starting point. Liquid, accessible, and easy to diversify. But here's the problem. The average annual return on the S&P 500 after inflation sits around 7 to 10% per year. And to actually access that return, you have to sell. There is no monthly payout, no cash hitting your account while your position grows, and if you want to use your gains, you either have to reduce your investment or completely take it out. For an investor or successful entrepreneurs who want their capital generating real monthly income right now, that math just doesn't work out. Now, when it comes to real estate, about 20% of my clients were investing in it. And the thing is that it's not just for investors. A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners own property too. It's usually the first big investment people make outside their business. And it makes sense. Property grows in value over time, it feels fairly safe, and you can actually see it. But the reality is different. After mortgage, maintenance, and management fees, most properties return between 4 and 8% a year. And that comes with tenants calling, things breaking, and a lot of your time spent on something that was supposed to be passive. The biggest problem though is that the money is sitting in your property, is locked. You can't access it without selling it or refinancing it. It doesn't pay you every month. It just sits there growing on paper while your time gets eaten up by managing it. For investors, business owners, and entrepreneurs that have a business and now they have to take care of a property, that's a tough trade to make. That, and not even taking into consideration the insane amount of entry barriers, that, and not taking into consideration all of the paper you need to handle to even start investing in real estate. Now, gold is another one. This one in particularly is a common among my Dubai and Middle East clients, but I see it across the US as well. About 25% of my clients were holding or trading gold before they came to me. Here's something most people don't know about it. Over the last 100 years, there have been entire decades where gold returned absolutely nothing. The 1980s and the 1990s, 2 full decades, gold actually lost value. Anyone holding through that period lost purchasing power while every other asset moved forward. Even in good years, gold's average annual return sits around 8 to 9% a year, but it doesn't come consistently. It comes in bursts. Long periods where nothing happens, then a sudden spike, then nothing again. You're not earning something that is predictable. You're just sitting there waiting for gold to go up and then sell it. There is no monthly income, no cash flow, just a number on a screen that moves whenever it feels like. So usually for clients that are business owners or entrepreneurs, they want their capital doing something every single month. Gold just doesn't have an answer for that. And this one, probably every one of you is doing it right now, and that is just having your cash in your bank account. About 15% of my clients had significant capital sitting completely idle in savings accounts, exchange wallets, or just waiting. And I get why. Most of these people had been burned before, a bad trade, a platform that overpromised, so they pulled back and waited for the right moment to deploy it. Here's the problem with that. The US dollar has lost over 96% of its purchasing power since 1930. That's Federal Reserve data. Every year your cash sits untouched and inflation is quietly killing it. A savings account paying you 4 or 5% annually sounds reasonable until you realize that inflation has an average of 3 to 4% yearly, meaning your real gain is almost nothing. But the most expensive part isn't even inflation. it's the time. 100,000 sitting idle for 12 months isn't just losing purchasing power, it's 12 months of potential returns that are gone forever. This is the one thing you can never go back to. The perfect moment to deploy never comes. The clock just keeps running. The only thing you can do is take the risk and make it happen. Alright, so now let's step back for a second. Stocks lock your returns inside the asset until you sell. Real estate demands your time and ties your capital in something liquid. Gold sits there and waits, generating nothing as you're holding it. And cash, well, that's the exact same thing. Inflation is actively working against it every single month. 4 completely different vehicles, 4 completely different problems, but they all share one thing. None of them pay you every month while your capital continues to grow. None of them pay you every single month while your capital continues to grow. Think about the ideal investment. How does that actually look like? Well, it runs without you, it generates consistent monthly income without you requiring to sell anything. It compounds automatically when you don't need the cash, and it works whether the market is up, down, or sideways. That is not a fantasy, that's just a standard that most traditional investments were never designed to meet. And once you see that gap, you cannot unsee it. Every one of these clients made one change. They move a portion of their capital into an automated trading system. Not all of it, just a portion to test it out and actually experience the results themselves. Enough and before scaling it. And here's what happened. Their capital started working 24/7 without needing them to completely sell out their position in order to take out their money. Instead, it was paying them out daily, monthly, and also reinvesting the profits back as they wish. So what exactly is this system that 300 of my clients switched to? They moved their capital into a fully automated trading system, and the easiest way to understand how it works is this one. Think of it like a rental property. Your capital is the property. Every month, the system generates profits, but here's where it gets interesting. You decide what happens to that profit. 100% reinvested back into the system to compound, or you can also split it. 50% income, 50% reinvestment. You control that percentage completely, and you can change it anytime. No other traditional investment gives you that level of control. You don't have tenants, there are no contracts, no maintenance calls, and the entry point is a fraction of what real estate requires. And here's what changed the math entirely. What a rental property returns in a full year, this system returns in a single month. My clients are averaging around 8% a month. On the low end, we have had negative months of around 3%. But hold on, before you close the video, that is an unrealized loss. The system is still running, still making trades, still paying you out monthly income. Only way that loss becomes real is if you shut everything down. But nobody did, to just let the system handle everything for them. Now, if you recognize yourself somewhere in that breakdown, there is a link in the description. Full transparency, guys, it's not just a course or a webinar, it's a video where I show you how this system works and how we set it up for our clients. You don't have to click it if you don't want to, but if you want your capital to generate a real monthly income without the headaches of traditional investment, it might be worth checking it out. The link is pinned in the comments. Hope you guys got value out of this video, and I'll see you on the next one.